Now, another common failure on these cars is actually the starters. They are exposed to a lot of heat, especially if you track the cars and then you get off the track and you just let the car bake, or you drive it hard on the street, autocross it, whatever. Whenever you drive the car hard and it gets very hot, you just park it and let it sit, don't pop the hood, all that leads to premature starter failure. Starter is very simple to get to. I just jack up the front of the car, remove the passenger front wheel, and it's, a 30-minute job if you know what you're doing. But again, that's a very common failure on these cars, and most DIY guys can handle doing something like that. So that's our third common failure that you can repair yourself. The next two failures have to do with the engine and affects the drivability of the engine, and you will notice these whether it's with a check engine light, rough idling, stalling, extended starting. Both of these can cause this issue, but then depending on the codes that you get will determine which one you go after. The first one is going to be here. These are your cam phaser solenoids, and those adjust for the cam timing, or they send a signal to the phaser solenoid to tell it how much oil pressure to let in or out of the phaser. And what happens is these wires, because they're bound so tight on this harness, this one's not as bad, but it's usually that exhaust one that goes bad first. I've loosened mine up to give it more slack. What you can do is you can release this clip right here that has the harness, and like this. I must have snapped that one back in when I was doing something, but I usually just let it sit like this, and that way these wires don't get kinked and pulled tight at a sharp angle. And what it causes, it disrupts the signal with the pins and the electrical connection, which causes the computer to lose control of the cam timing on that bank. Usually it's the driver's side that we see the most failures, because it's right up against this intake box. So usually it's the driver's side, and the code you'll get is something to do with open circuit, cam phasing. And if you see a fault with cam phaser codes, especially on the driver's side, whether it's the exhaust or intake, that's where I would start with diagnosis. And to fix the issue, you're gonna take the connector off. You're gonna get a brand new pigtail from Ford, which is the connector with the wires already installed in the connector, and then they give you some some wiring, and you just simply remove this connector, cut the wiring, splice the new one in, connect it, clear the code, and you should be good to go. The other issue with the engine that causes some drivability, some hard starting issues, is the cylinder head temp sensor. I've had this fail on my car. I have not had these fail on my car yet, but I've seen it a number of times on cars that I've worked on, fixed, repaired. That's super common.